What's this song about?
The song is about, it's called What Up With Youth, and it's about what's up with the youth in America today, gang violence, drugs, and that kind of thing, trying to make the world a better place.
Hey, I could relate to that for sure.
Junk food supper.
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 Junk food
Junk
supper.
food supper.
Junk food supper.
Junk food supper.
Junk food supper.
Junk food supper.
Welcome to Junk Food Supper. This is the podcast where basically every week we get together. We talk about weirdo movies that you might find hanging around in the basement at Corey Feldman's house. I am Parker. I am joined as always by Sean Byron in LA. And this week we are joined by our special guest, Chaki the Funk Wizard. How are you guys doing? Especially you, Chaki. How are you?
What's up, Chaki?
Hey, I'm great. I'm so stoked to be on my number one favorite spin-off podcast of another podcast.
Okay. Well, I think I can accept that qualifier. Who else is in the running, though?
Okay, let's see here. You got Mike Watches Wrestling. That's a spin-off of The Best Show.
Okay.
There's
sure.
like Are You Two Talking You Two to Me, right? That's a spin-off of Comedy Bang Bang. This show's better than both of those.
Yeah. Is this actually an episode of Are You Talking You Two to Me?
I hope not. I don't want to talk about
Cue the music.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm sure that it's not actually.
Parker, U2, good band or bad band?
U2 is a bad band.
Okay.
But they did name their best album after the best place in California, so I kind of respect them.
Yeah.
That's true. And Brian Eno helped them with that album, so that helps too.
I do kind of feel like they misled us in regards to, the availability of road signage in that region. They name those streets,
That's true, yeah. One of them has a very famous name. It's Zizek's Road. It's very memorable.
Zizek's Road, for sure. Yeah, I think there's like a 29 Palms Avenue or something. I'm sure they got that.
Yeah. There's nothing but good names out there for streets.
Yeah, just because you can't read them, Bono.
He's always wearing those fucking sunglasses.
That's why he hasn't found what he's looking for, is because he can't see the street name.
Exactly. Well, he works in mysterious ways, that Bono.
He's just out there driving around, not seeing anything, not finding the donut shop he's been looking for 35 years.
Should have asked The Edge, I guess. He probably knew.
He probably did know.
But no, this is definitely not an episode of Are You Talking You2 to Me?
Okay, enough U2 talk. Now it's time for face-to-face talk. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Oh, cue that song for sure.
Well, I wish I still had this. I mean, I've probably got it somewhere, but they just announced that they're playing L.A. with Unwritten Law in a couple of months. So I'm thinking about
my God.
What venue are they going to?
The Bellwether? The Regency?
I don't know.
What is it?
It better not be
It's
the
probably
Bellwether.
that one place that, like in Santa
Like the
Ana, that all the
Wiltern?
punk rock bands play.
You have to hand it to them. The pairing of face-to-face with Unwritten Law is a very smart business move, right? Like, that's going to be some dude's favorite show they've ever gone to in their life. I recently went to go see Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, who are so good live, one of my favorite live bands. And it was all just punk rock dads there in their mid-40s. And those are the people that shell out money for tickets. So it's smarter.
I like those guys.
Yeah, I do too. I'll see you in the pit. I'll see you in the pit, Parker.
Okay, I will be there. I will definitely be in that pit. I would also like to see Me First, although I'm real upset about this name change that they did. Spike
What happened?
in the Gimme Gimmes is not, like, it's a pun name. It has to stay together. Now it makes no sense.
What happened?
Me First and the Gimme Gimmes have changed their name to Spike and the Gimme Gimmes.
For why, though?
I don't know.
To ruin the joke.
I'll figure out. I will ask Spike. I can text him right now, and maybe by the end of the show he'll answer me. But I'm guessing that how Fat Records just like sold off their whole catalog and NoFX broke up and everything. I bet it has something to do with that. Like, there's some legal reason. Why would you ruin the pun for no reason? You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I bet that probably is it. I bet, they don't have to pay Fat Mike now because they changed the name or something.
Something like that, yeah.
That makes sense.
I'll call my lawyer.
anything to spite Fat Mike, I'm okay with. I think that's fine.
You're not sad about NoFX breaking up?
No, they probably should have done that 20 years ago.
Okay. All right.
I'm okay with it. I mean,
Sean's the sad one here about NoFX.
I'm just devastated, man. I'm gutted.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know Sean secretly likes them, so he probably is pretty sad about it, but
yeah, I'm a huge pop punk guy. You guys know me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, really
like,
kind of more of a skate punk band, though.
I like Less Than Jake. Is that?
That's ska punk.
That's more ska punk. I
Like
like Bowling for Soup. Is that more ska punk?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I like these. I like Pennywise.
There you go. Nail on the head, Pennywise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like any of these bands, to be clear.
No, you do. You know them.
I don't even like the Dead Kennedys, guys. Sorry.
Oh my God, I'm leaving this podcast. Goodbye. I'm hanging up. Click.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
They're too young, loud, and snotty for me. These pop punkers.
I would think that you would enjoy the style, the Morricone-esque surf guitar stylings of East Bay Ray and the Dead Kennedys. I would think that his style of guitar would appeal to you, Sean.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, I gotta get past these vocals, you know?
Yeah, it's hard.
So
I'm finding as I get older, I didn't like NoFX and Pennywise and a lot of the post Bad Religion punk when it was happening. As I get older, I'm finding an appreciation for it, and I like it, and I realize that they're very fast and they're very good at their instruments. But you know I'm sure you guys have this when you were in high school. You hated a lot of bands, and you get older, and you're like, okay, I was maybe being a hater. You know?
Oh, totally, yeah, and I don't think I'm at the point where I hate anything anymore. You know, I think I've given up on that. It's just like some stuff sparks an interest, and some stuff doesn't. But maybe it will someday. Who knows?
Exactly. Except LCD sound system, I hate. I don't know why. It's just an unreasonable thing. Otherwise, I'm done hating with you, Sean. I'm done.
I mean, just given the name LCD sound system, it's like I think you got off on a bad foot there.
But we can hate Scream 7, right?
Oh yeah, fuck those guys.
Okay, thank you.
No, it's
even
a great
Bowman's
film.
come around to hating that, right?
No, it's a masterpiece. It's a contemporary classic, in my opinion.
Okay. So that explains the 70% drop in box office for this movie week over week. It's massive quality.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But what about The Bride, the movie The Bride? Have you guys seen this movie? Speaking of things it's okay to
No,
hate.
but why is everyone talking about it? What's the deal here with The Bride?
Well, I think it lost a ton of money, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I think the budget was like $100 million and it made something like 2 or something, which is funny. That's a funny joke.
Yeah.
Also, it's ridiculously bad. It's like real, like high school theater kid energy the whole time. It's like real silly and like, what if
you
Mary
did
Shelley?
see it?
Yeah, I did see it. Yeah, I was the one person who saw it in all of America, apparently.
So this is now how many movies that you've seen at the very same time that Wuthering Heights is playing in cinemas that you've completely ignored? You've seen Scream 7 now. You've seen this piece of shit, The Bride.
Well, I wanted to see Wuthering Heights, but it also failed badly and left the theater like immediately, so I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, is that true? Has the Central Valley been robbed of Wuthering Heights?
Well, I don't know if it was robbed necessarily since nobody wants it. You can't steal something that nobody wants, that nobody has claimed ownership of. But yeah, it's gone already.
I saw Wuthering Heights on Valentine's Day in a theater packed full of women. And by the end of by the credits, that place was swimming in horny pheromones. It worked. That movie made every woman in that theater horny, and I could feel it.
There's definitely some scenes in this that are supposed to make your penis hard.
I don't know. It's supposed to make your nipples hard. I don't know, or wet, I guess. But it's not for boys. The horniness. It's a girl horniness thing. But it was palpable, the horniness, Parker. So yeah, you check it out. Check out Wuthering Heights today.
You know what? But I don't think that we need to necessarily assign a gender to, who can be entranced by, a gothic romance.
It's
Chaki?
Totally, 100%. But I feel like it has a very hetero female gaze. How about that? Is that okay to say?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. which is fine. It's fine. Like movies should have that. Like some movies should have that. Some movies should
Sometimes
have
that's a titillating space to occupy, even as a hetero man. Get a little glimpse inside of the female gaze.
100%. I enjoyed my time and I went to one of those theaters where they serve you like chicken fingers and people are slurping their fucking salads, or So I was enjoying my nachos while watching the horny movie. It was great.
So you think Bowman would enjoy it or what?
I think Bowman should take his lovely wife out to a wonderful night at the dinner movie, and get a big salad and some chicken fingers and enjoy Wuthering Heights on the big screen.
Yeah, make a junk food supper out of it.
Okay. I mean, I do like to spend a lot of my time doing that. Like I turn on like the sexiest Jim Wynorski movies and eat my Dave's hot chicken every night. So this does sound appealing to me.
There you go. Is the Bride a horny movie?
There's not really. I think it tries to be horny a couple of times, but it fails miserably because it's two rotting corpses having sex.
Oh, okay.
But I think it tries a little bit. It mostly tries to give off the kind of energy where like you might go to like a rockabilly festival and then afterwards get like matching Bride of Frankenstein tattoos with your honey buns, Like it gives off that energy.
So
Okay.
So it takes place in Orange County, you're saying?
Basically, yeah. Like if you ever get real horny watching the Munsters, you would like this, I think.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Now I'm assuming that you made it all the way to the end of this, right, Bowman?
Yeah.
Now tell me then, did the credits make any mention at all of those letters that I wrote to Frankenstein Mobster comic book from Image Comics in the early 2000s?
Yeah,
Please say they
did. That was
did.
all the end credits were.
Oh, an actual reprinting of my fan letters to that comic book.
Yeah. It was an odd choice, but yeah, that's what they went with.
It's a pretty sane use of text, if you ask me. That's how I would deploy it.
I think so. They superimposed it like on top of Christian Bale, which I also thought was kind of a weird thing. So I guess maybe he played you in the movie technically.
How was that, Bale? Still got it?
Yeah, he was fine. He looked cool. He looked like a cool Frankenstein. I don't really understand his performance, but he looked like Frankenstein.
How would you compare him to the Dracula that we saw in Nosferatu? Who's the best, revival of a universal monster in recent memory?
Well, that would be the Luc Besson Dracula, in my estimation.
Oh, okay.
That was a very horny and very weird Dracula.
You're saying that he was handsome.
Handsome in an odd way. Handsome in the way where, like, sometimes women go gaga for, like, Steve Buscemi. I would say he's handsome that way.
I don't know that you've met a woman.
You don't think any women go gaga for Steve
I don't think
Buscemi?
so. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know at least one.
You're definitely wrong on that.
You think I'm wrong? Or Sean's wrong?
Sean is wrong.
Okay.
All the ladies go gaga for Steve Buscemi.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They like nebbishy guys get laid. Okay.
I mean, I know about Tim Chalamet and all these young rat boys, but an older rat man? I don't know, dude. And I love Buscemi.
Did you guys like the guy from Wuthering Heights is also Frankenstein? Did you know that?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
I haven't seen his Frankenstein, but he's very good looking. I'm a big fan of Euphoria, which he is on, and he's a strapping young man.
Yeah, so you should be following his career more. I'm surprised you haven't seen either of his star-turning roles in Wuthering Heights or Frankenstein.
I know. I should. I like him. I'm a fan of his.
Is he flashing that peen on screen?
Yeah, but it has like a bunch of stitches. It's like made of a bunch of different penises.
Okay, well, I mean, depending on the source material, maybe that's not such a bad thing.
That's Guillermo del Toro's like big addition to the story.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he decided to deconstruct the myth by examining the peen.
There's that scene where Igor digs up George Burns's grave, and they're like, "No, this dick is abnormal. What are you doing?"
You're thinking of Milton Berle, Uncle Milty.
Yeah.
Who had the
Same
giant
thing. You're right. I bet you George Burns had a big crank, right?
cock. No, tiny little man.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a tiny guy, and he always had those cigars to detract.
Yeah, but what he has is giant glasses.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's something, you know?
Yeah, but he says, listen, you guys, I am the only guest that'll understand that Sean meant Milton Berle instead of George.
It's true.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I feel like we're showing our age here with these references.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of references, I would like to make a reference to your new album, Chaki, that comes out probably today. If you're hearing this, it's probably out.
Yeah, it's out. It's a 12-inch. It's on vinyl. It's called From LA to the Bay.
Speaking of George Burns, 12-inch.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to keep pushing that it's Burns, by the way.
I know. Autobiographical. I took the front cover picture at Del Taco on Sunset across from the Tiki Tea. Sean, I'm sure you're familiar with that Del Taco.
Oh yeah.
And it's a very personal album to me. It's a compilation of all my stuff I put out that wasn't on records, on tapes and 7 inches and stuff. 7 inches of records. And then 3 new songs. And I have a video out today for the new song. And it's out now. You go to chaki.bandcamp.com and get that album. And hopefully I'll be coming to a city near you and playing some of these songs. If you say you heard me on Junk Food Supper, I will put you on the guest list for life.
Hell yeah. And if they say that they heard you on Junk Food Dinner, I'd give them a pass. I mean, it's easy to get mixed up, right?
They'll get a t-shirt. They get a t-shirt for that.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, upgrade.
And yeah, this is like, we'll talk about it later, but like, this is like way better than any package you're getting at a Corey Feldman show. Okay.
Well, unless you get invited onto that bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If the cameras are turned off, you're getting a package for sure.
Yeah. Also within the realm of promotion here, I think for this album, we should mention this great music video that debuted today that I checked out and had a lot of fun watching.
Thank you. I didn't. So I love this music video. The first song on my new record is called The Contract to Dance. Steve Bartek from Oingo Boingo plays guitar in it. And I had nothing to do with this video. So the guy that's putting out my record, he said, I want to make a video. I said, go make a video, do your thing. And so I like working this way. This was the greatest video experience I've ever had in my life. And so instead of like if it was me, you know, I'll just be in front of a green screen and try to make it look like public access and like stupid and put puppets in it or something. This guy did a whole, Alex Steed, wonderful director, and he was putting out my record. He did a whole like, I don't know, burlesque Twin Peaks kind of performance show, and it's starring all porn people. These are all people from porn,
and it has kind of like an Anna Biller vibe, I would say. You know,
thank you. Oh man, I'm going to tell him you said that. He's going to love that. He loves her. So yeah, I'm really excited to have a video because like here's what I'm learning, Sean, in my old age. Your stuff is better when you let other people help you. You know what I mean? And I can't be a one-stop shop. So now I'm asking guys to play on my record and I'm asking guys to mix it. People whose artistic vision I trust. And now I have a guy making my video. And it's like, people are going to like this for the first time. So I'm collaborating better in my life. And that's what my therapist has been telling me to do.
It sounds like progress.
Thank you. Even being on this podcast, I think Parker is me collaborating better. You know what I mean?
Going on podcasts is very collaborative, especially when you collaborate with your co-host to like accept that they're picking a Dragon Ball Z movie in a couple of weeks.
Oh my goodness. Are we really going to go through this drama? I mean, this has been maybe the most dramatic thing in my life at the moment.
How long is the text thread regarding this? Like, are we talking?
You know what? It's not so much a long text thread as it's been just like continuous like suggestions, kind of at the periphery of our conversation. You know, like a lot of subtext. I'm trying to get the message across, Chaki, to Parker, and I've been trying a long time.
Sean, you get a pass. You get a pass for life on whatever you want to view because you put up with Parker's Zionist sympathy movies, and so
I know. I feel like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like support of genocide should disqualify you from being a full-fledged member of the podcast, you know? I mean, you could still be on the show, but do you get full voting rights after you...
Oh, is that why Kevin's off now? Just kidding.
No. He just can't take the heat anymore, you know?
Listen, are you not going to the New Beverly anymore, Sean?
It pains me to avoid 2 straight months of hardcore pornos that have been playing there. But yes, I'm no longer going to the New Beverly.
Good for you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. It's like how can you? I don't understand how you can sit there in the theater and lose yourself in the magic of film when the guy that owns your seat is doing the fuck shit that he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm sure that, there is no like fair trade under capitalism or whatever the fucking catchphrase is. And whoever owns AMC is probably a shithead as well. But it's like, I don't know, it's a little more direct, especially when it's like I was going there before Tarantino owned it, and as far as I know, the last family that owned it, like they didn't. They were not pro-genocide and didn't do any crazy shenanigans. So,
but no, you're absolutely right. The owner of AMC is probably terrible, and we all probably support this terrible businesses all the time. But he's putting his name on it, much like in a Corey Feldman-esque way. His ego's big enough where he's like, "This is my thing." So that's why it's way closer to home because he's one of us. He's a movie nerd. And it's all about movie nerds and getting the movie nerds to, go there and congregate and stuff. Anyway, go see movies at Whammy Analog Video. That's what I suggest. Those guys are cool.
I've been meaning to check out the, Brain Dead Studios that took over the old Cinefamily space. I still haven't been there. So I don't know. And who knows? Is it still the old Cinefamily people involved who are maybe sex
not
pests?
At all. Brain Dead is a streetwear company. They make clothes, and they've done a very good job with it. I believe because that building has always been cursed. The silent,
it's haunted, because there was that shooting there when it was a silent theater.
For hundreds of years, there's been murders and sexual misconduct. I believe that the streetwear company cleaned it and they decursed it, and I think it's a good place now. I recommend it.
I mean, they ripped it up. Before they moved in, that building was fully gutted. They removed all the outer walls and stuff. It was weird walking by it for a while, and you could just see into the theater because all the walls were off of it. But hopefully it's cool now. I don't know. I'd check it out.
The American Cinematheque people are good people too. Sidney Pollack started that organization. Sidney Pollack, he's great.
Yeah. I mean, you got the Netflix connection with them now, though. That is a little bit...
I just spit out my drink. What? Oh, geez. I can't go anywhere to see a freaking movie anymore.
Yeah, the Netflix owns The Egyptian now, so...
Oh, geez. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But Brain Dead seems cool. They were playing sci-fi fantasy skateboard company. They had their latest skate video debut there and stuff like that. So
they have a lot of
cool spot.
They have a lot of cool shit there. And you know what? Once a month they show Solo there, and for some reason it's become the hippest club in LA when they show there's a line around the block of young, cool, hip fashion women to see Solo every month there.
Are they doing Rocky Horror style call outs or something?
It's probably
Are they throwing
not
rice at the screen?
I'm an old man and I'm not allowed at these events, but I don't know. I bet it's on the verge of Rocky Horror. How everyone laughs at everything now in the theater.
Yeah.
They're probably cracking up at Solo, throwing their popcorn in the air and shit.
Well, so that's the other thing I wanted to ask you guys, actually. Speaking of being an old man, besides the Tarantino factor, let's pretend that Tarantino had sold the New Beverly, and these guys are playing 2 months full of straight up pornos, ranging from Behind the Green Door to Flesh Gordon to all of the, junk food dinner classics. Would you go out for those? Because at first I was like, oh man, this is cool. I wish I could go out and see these, but I don't want to support a genocidal maniac. And then I realized I'm I'm almost 45 years old. Maybe it was kind of fun a long ass time ago to see, Cafe Flesh at Cinefamily when I was in my 20s and it seemed appropriate, but it just feels a little bit weird now. I'm sure I'd be around a bunch of much younger people, and I don't know.
I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm so stoked on this series. I'm going to go every night, no matter what the movie is. If there is like one rare one that a dude like Kevin Moss is telling me, oh, this one's sick, you got to see this one, then I'll go. But no, I'm not super hype on the 2 months of gooning movies at New Beverly. I mean, it already smells bad in that theater. It's going to be way worse. Parker, are you going to go see the vintage pornos at the theater?
I have no plans to see any of them, but I mean, like, if they were showing something that like we had done on the show or something, like, you know, like I'm a big fan of the Gregory Dark movies, you know, like Devil and Miss Jones 3 and 4. Like, I would go see those. I don't think those are playing, but like,
I think at least one of them did. Maybe it was the first one.
Oh yeah, the first one. Yeah,
which is not
Gregory Dark didn't do the first one.
Yeah,
but well, yeah. I mean, I could imagine that I might go as like a goofy laugh to some, but yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess that is kind of weird. Like what you bring up, like there probably are a bunch of 18-year-olds in the audience, and like, do you want to be a 45-year-old guy watching porno with 18-year-olds?
I mean, honestly, it's even kind of strange now for me as an old man going to something like Rocky Horror, which is not, you know, nobody's getting naked or anything, but just seeing like people parading around in, you know, slightly revealing costumes. It's starting to feel like, you know what, this is for you young people, and I'm an old guy.
I'm with you. I've been going to Rocky Horror since I've been fucking 13, 14 years old. It was like a life. I'm one of the guys who's like, people who like that shit changed my life. And I do go once in a while to the New Art. If I'm like not doing anything on a Saturday, it's 11:30. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go to Rocky. Like every
Sins of the Flesh.
Every 6 months. So I've gone recently, and I do feel really old. And I'm like, oh, this isn't for me anymore. But there's always way creepier dudes older than me there. And they've been there when I was 13. There was like, oh, this guy's way too old to be around all of it. And they're still there. Like there was always one old guy helping out with the lights or like with the stage props or something, who's like, he shouldn't be there. So it makes me feel a little better when I'm there.
Yeah. I think with
guess
Rocky
that's
Horror,
the tact, yeah.
Yeah, I think you get grandfathered in with Rocky Horror. Like if your first time seeing Rocky Horror was when you were like 15 or something, you can go until you die. But like if you're 45 now and you've never seen Rocky Horror, you can't go. Like that's it. You missed it.
That's such a good. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And like, it is this magical thing that like I feel like it's just a never ending cycle of young people discovering it and getting involved in it and it changing their life. Like it still happens. So it's pretty cool.
And I don't want to disrupt that. You know, I don't want to be the creep that makes that experience less cool for these young people. Like I think young people need that. And if it's, you know, clouded with all these grandpas like us, like,
but the great thing about Rocky Horror is you don't have to interact with anyone. You could sit there in the theater, do the dances, sing the songs, and just enjoy them and celebrate them and clap them and don't fucking interact with them. And they need bodies in the seats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's a safe space for old and young.
All right, well, I guess I will do the time warp again then.
Let's all go do the time warp.
Man, it's a good movie. It is a good movie.
This is my problem going to see Rocky Horror nowadays too. Is the whole premise of yelling back at the screen is that it's a shitty movie, but it's like not. It's objectively fucking good. So like you're never going to be funnier or more talented than Tim Curry. You know what I mean? Guy yelling at the screen. So the premise of destroys it, just is destroyed in a way. Go ahead, sorry.
I wish I could take a time machine back to those early days and like quiz the audience and be like, what is it about this? Like, do you like this like unironically too, or like, because I do like it unironically, and I think the filmmakers were clever enough to know that they were doing like a send up. You know, like and anything that you might say is bad in that movie is certainly at least partially bad on purpose. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Parker. Sorry.
Oh, no, please go ahead.
And like the emotional highs by the end of the movie are like, you keep coming back to that movie because the way the music makes you feel, it's like magical. And like, so I know the guys yelling like, this movie fucking sucks, like the whole time, or like they're crying at the end of I'm Going Home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's a celebration of the art form of cinema just in general in a way where, you know, if you're going to these movies over and over again, you should be the target audience for that. Like, you should get the fact that, hey, yeah, movies are cool. We all love movies. Let's tribute them.
Yeah.
I would be curious to know if those original audiences, how they felt about it, like the irony or not irony of it. Because I feel like that's kind of a new thing. Like I see that a lot now in like Facebook groups. People will be like, "Oh, I didn't like Terrifier because it was the clown thought he was funny," and it's like, it's like the clown is intentionally trying to be funny. Like, or maybe that's a bad example, but like people will like, I don't know, like they don't like roll with the movie. And I feel like, maybe I would be curious to know if like Rocky Horror people did that at the time.
There's
like
going to be
a better example.
New generation of kids who all see these Tim and Eric sketches and complain about the production values. Oh, this David Liebehart's not a good actor.
Yeah, exactly. Like stuff like that. Like they'll watch, I'm trying to think of a good example and failing miserably, but like, like they'll watch like Lost Skeleton of Cadavra and be like, "Oh, that movie's bad. It's so cheesy." And it's like, yeah, they're trying to do that. Like that's the point. Like the cheesiness is the point.
Yeah,
that's my favorite thing to do on Music League is when a guy like posts like a really old blues song by like Blind Lemon Jefferson. I go like, "This is pretty cool, but the guy should record on better equipment."
Well, yeah, that's indisputable.
We're waiting for that next league, Sean. Me and all the listeners.
Well, I mean, speaking of genocide, I honestly have. I've never made a public stance, and maybe I should make a public stance now. I think 2026 is the year for public stances. I'm taking receipts, and I'm taking a stance against Spotify. Even though I'm still a member of Spotify, I still have an account. I don't want to talk about how I mentally justify that. But I will say that I'm no longer promoting usage of Spotify via Musical.ly because it's not a good company. They're in bed with all these AI military operations.
I that's admirable. I respect you for that, and God bless you. Guess what? I use Music League, and I don't have a Spotify account. It's possible. I'm telling you.
It is possible. Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got the free account or whatever.
I use YouTube Music. It's not much better. It's a little better though.
Okay.
And then I import the playlist.
You know what I would love to do is I think it's about time for somebody to create YouTube League. I would love to be doing a music league with music videos on YouTube.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we make our own music league where we create a collaborative playlist and no one knows who added what, and we just have to do the honor system? No, it's too complicated. I can't do it.
We could maybe work something out with Google Forms or something,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll ask, or like we could just nominate one person to make the YouTube playlist based on the Spotify playlist or something, I guess.
Yeah, or ask your AI assistant Claude to code that up for you.
I'll volunteer to make the YouTube playlist, guys.
Okay. There we go.
That could be my job.
And then we can finally have fun on the internet again without supporting genocides. It's getting more and more difficult.
I know.
YouTube is fucking giving Israel money. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sure they're doing all kinds of fucked up shit.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's crazy.
But I'm not going to get off YouTube. And
I know. It's the best website. YouTube is what the internet was made for.
Are you paying for YouTube? You got that subscription?
No,
premium?
Dude, you're gonna make fun of me. No, I wait for the commercials and I push skip. I know it's so stupid.
Get that premium, dude. It's worth it. It's like the best, like whatever, and it's expensive, man. Whatever I'm paying, it's way too much, but it's also totally worth it.
I'm in between you and Kevin Moss in that, like, I'm not fully just watching stuff on YouTube. I still pay for I cut the cord, but I pay for YouTube television, so I'm still watching a lot of broadcast TV like an old man. It gives me comfort. So I'm in the middle.
Hey, if you can get it, man. I can't really even get broadcast TV. I do have like rabbit ears, and they don't even really, like the digital ones even, and they don't even really work. I get like one channel. So
yeah, I watch Jeopardy. I watch Real Housewives. And I used to watch 60 Minutes and Sunday Morning, but I can't anymore. So I'm even losing my TV shows.
Yeah. Well,
CBS. It's in the toilet, Bowman. I'm telling you.
Well, speaking of game shows that you can watch on TV. Oh. It's my understanding that we are going to play a game show here. Is that correct, Corey?
That's correct. Should I just get right into it?
Let's get into this game show.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the newest game show that everyone loves. It's called Corey, or Cory. The contestants here are my friends Parker and Sean. Hi, guys. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Thanks very
Okay,
much.
fantastic. Okay, well, here, the way this show goes is that I'm going to read a quote. So I'm Chaki, but I'm also, my real name's Cory, as all you guys know. I'm Cory from Ilcon 2, Illogical Contraption. And my name's Cory, and so is Corey Feldman. His name's Cory, and Corey Haim's name is Cory. So I'm going to read a quote. You have to guess, was this quote said by Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, or was it something I said in the Junk Food Dinner Discord?
Oh,
Okay, specifically the Discord. All right, now here's how we're going to do it. These two gentlemen are going to buzz in, and Sean, here is your buzzer, so everyone knows at home.
Wait.
Okay, and Parker, here is your buzzer, so everyone knows at home.
Baba Boom.
Okay, perfect. All right, are you guys ready to play Corey, or Cory?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Question 1. This is an easy one. I want you to get you guys into it. Question 1. Who said the following quote? What I really like in today's music, I'm into that Japanese funk, that pop funk.
That's gotta
Okay.
be. Is
Go
it me?
ahead. Yeah, Sean, you got it.
Gotta be Corey Haim.
1 point to Sean Byron. SB, 1 point. All right. You knew that though, right, Parker?
I kind of suspected. I can't say that I knew it for sure, though.
You don't remember
This
that
is-
famous video?
This is the famous video. The whole quote is, what I really like in today's music, I'm into that Japanese funk, that pop funk. You know, I think Prince is the future. And Corey Haim was right. All right.
I'm a fan
He
of
was right.
Japanese movies.
Question 2. Who said the following line? Canadians are so disgusting.
Baba Boom.
Parker?
I assume that was you in the Discord.
That's correct. Parker Bowman gets 1 point. All right. That is 1-1.
It sounded so much like Feldman, though.
I mean, it does sound like after watching this documentary, it does sound like the kind of thing Feldman would say.
I was specifically.
Is Haim
Go
Canadian,
ahead.
though?
I don't know.
He is
think so.
Canadian, right?
He seems he has that Canadian vibe, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's got like a very Canadian haircut most
Yeah.
of the time.
I was specifically talking about Nathan Fielder and Alanis Morissette at the time. I believe. I don't remember. Okay, question 3. Who said this? On the musical side, I always wanted to carry on Pink Floyd's sound, keep their sound alive.
Baba Boom.
All right, that goes to Sean Byron.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that sounds like Mr. Corey Feldman.
Ding, 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 ding. Another. You guys know your Corys pretty well.
And by the
Right
way,
now-
while
ahead.
we're on the subject, shout out to the Pink Floyd poster in Corey Feldman's house.
Yeah.
Same one that I had when I was a teenager. All the Pink Floyd album covers painted onto the backsides of ladies so that you can see their butts.
And that is the poster. Oh, I said, oh my God, he has the poster
Yeah,
in his.
I had it. I mean, I'm sure everybody had it, right? You guys had
Yeah.
it.
You have that poster. You have Johnny Cash flipping off the camera.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You have Bob
And Al-
Marley Legend.
Alex DeLarge from Clockwork Orange. I had the whole set.
And then I had Stoned Again, where the guy is like melting into his hands. The arc.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you have Take Me to Your Dealer?
I had that on a poncho on a drug rug.
Well, that's
Okay.
even better.
Question number 4. Who said this? 100 grand in payday. Those are the 2 best candies.
Baba Boom.
Parker Bowman.
I think that would be Feldman because he likes candy and money.
You get a chance to steal.
Wait.
Yes, sir.
I'm going. I think a candy man, if I've ever seen one, Mr. Chaki, Cory.
That's right.
Chaki.
I said that in Snacks Chat, which is a channel in the Discord server, which you should all join at home if you're not in there, and we could discuss the best candy.
Now I feel like Bowman's not really your friend, not paying attention to what you say online.
Exactly. Well,
I'm just thinking about Feldman too much. I think everything's Feldman. It's
Parker
mental illness.
Parker knew I said the Canadian thing, so he knows me. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll move on. Question 5. Who said this? I've always kind of lived my life to be as much as possible a positive role model for children.
Wait.
Baba Boom.
Okay, that was Sean Byron.
Oh, I feel like this is Mr. Feldman grandstanding at some point.
Okay, Parker, what do you say?
I think that it sounds like Haim to me. It sounds like something from his PSA.
No,
tape.
this is a recent quote from Corey Feldman. I've always tried to live my life to be as much as possible a positive role model for children. He thinks that about himself. All right. We are at we only have a couple more left, guys. All right. What is this? Question 6? Yes, question 6. You are what you wear. I wear something different every day. Okay, Sean, you buzzed in.
A quote that brain dead, I believe, could only be associated with my favorite Canadian and yours, Corey Haim.
You were correct. He says that he wears something different every day. Okay.
That's good on him.
Just a couple more, guys. You guys like this game?
I'm loving it.
I love it.
Okay. Let's keep going then. All right. Who said this? If you feel, well, when you kiss a girl, all those dolphins swimming through your bloodstream, I don't think there's any better feeling. I'll read it again. Oh, okay. You got this one. Wait, that was no one's buzzer.
That's not a buzzer. No,
Okay.
that is just a drop.
I'll read it again. If you feel when you kiss a girl, all those dolphins swimming through your bloodstream, I don't think there's any better feeling.
Oh, Baba Boom.
Who was that? Was that you, Parker?
It's Bowman.
The O
Parker.
isn't a real buzzer. So I
O
assume
is not recognized as
Got
a
it.
buzzer.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can handle this. Keep it chaotic. I got this. Okay. Who said the dolphin swimming through your bloodstream when you kiss a girl line?
that sounds like a sweetie boy like Corey Haim would have said something
You
like that.
got that absolutely correct.
I thought it was
Let
Chaki.
me do a little bit of scorekeeping. Sean 1, Parker 1, Sean 2, Sean 3, Parker 2, Sean 4, Parker. Okay, hold on. Sean's winning. That's what we know right now. Okay.
It feels like I'm not winning by a lot.
Well, let's see. Hold on. Let me cut this out. 1, 2,
Gotta leave this in.
3, 4. Okay. All right. It's 2-4. That's not you. You can still come back, Parker. All right.
Yeah. There's more questions.
Plenty. I mean, I wrote winning too. Okay. Here we go. Who said this? Polanski was very powerful in the 70s, and he did a whole lot of heinous shit. Go ahead.
That's got to be Chaki.
That's me. That is
the other Corys might not even know who Roman Polanski is.
Yeah.
Oh no. Feldman knows who he is. He's like, what? He's a cool guy. Those party girls wanted it. Just like,
well, yeah, sure. I bought his hot tub on Craigslist.
All right. Who said this quote right here? My mom saved my life. She gave me mouth to mouth more than once.
Baba Boom.
Okay.
As we learned, Feldman does not have a good relationship with his parents, so I have to imagine this is Haim.
That's absolutely correct, Parker. That was a great use of deductive reasoning, and that's why you are the prize-winning fucking reporter. Parker Bowman, 1 point. There we go. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Who's the best Bowman of all time?
All right. Fans have always said that I would make a great Indiana Jones, a great young Indiana Jones.
Wait.
Baba Boom.
Oh, that was right. That's at the same time, but I have to give it to Sean Byron.
Yeah.
And I have to go with Corey Feldman.
You are correct. Damn.
And I agree with him, don't you?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I do.
We all do.
All right. We got 2 more questions here. And you do there is a bonus question which you have a chance to win it all, Parker. So here we go. Okay, this is a hard one. It's funny. I actually made poorer decisions when I sobered up than when I was screwed up. Let me read that again because it's not great articulation. It's funny. I actually made poorer decisions when I sobered up than when I was screwed up.
Wait.
Baba Boom.
That was at the same time.
I think that was Sean.
Okay, Sean, go ahead.
I'm going to go Mr. Corey Haim.
That is incorrect. You have a chance to steal Parker Bowman.
I also thought it was Haim, so I guess I'll.
Okay, well, you go. Nope, you go through it wrong. Terrible.
Oh no,
well, no, you get to steal. You get to steal because you know it's the wrong answer.
That was part of. Yeah, I wasn't giving that as my answer now.
No, yeah.
You
can do that.
part of my reason. I guess I would go with Feldman because he does make a lot of bad decisions.
That's true. Okay, score right now as we stand is Parker 4, Sean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4-8. But here is the final question, which is worth a million points.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow it.
And we have more questions too, but let's just end it with this question here. Who said the following line? Cory, or Cory in Discord. I had a near-death experience. 2 trucks came speeding at me at the same time.
Baba Boom.
Okay, Parker.
That was Feldman, right? That's in the movie.
That's in the movie. That's right. Okay, that is, well, Sean, I'm sorry, but you lost by 1,004 points. And congratulations, Parker. You are the winner of the Cory game.
I knew this would happen. I should have studied my Corys before the show.
You were both very good, and thank you all for. We'll be back tomorrow with Cory, or Cory.
All these kids are pieces of shit.
I wish I still had the polite clapping drop from Pool Party, but I don't.
Mm-hmm. It's emblazoned in my brain, that drop.
What I do have, though, is some voicemails here.
Oh, sweet.
The first one is from a good friend of the Discord. This is from Jackie.
Hey, y'all, this is Jackie over here in Austin. I was just calling, God, I hope that's not too much noise. I'm driving around right now. Just calling because I'm listening to the most recent Supper episode and the subject of Mortal Kombat movies. Man, they're just whizzing by me now that I'm on the phone. The subject of Mortal Kombat movies came up, and I was thinking about Mortal Kombat Annihilation, that second one from the 90s, which literally is like an unfinished movie. They literally did not complete the effect. I remember that being the first time as a kid where I learned that you could be like excited for a movie, and it could end up being bad. And I was just wondering if you guys like had that moment of realization in your youth. Like, was there? What was the first thing that you were excited for that you were all about? It was going to be like your thing. You were ready for it. You maybe already had some of the toys, some of the merchandise, and then the thing actually came out, and you realized this was bad, and I don't want any part of it. Like I said, Annihilation, that was definitely it for me. That movie took me 10 years to finish. I remember turning it off as a kid, and I was a kid that liked the Super Mario Brothers movie, so like the bar was low. Anyway, keep up the great work, guys. Love y'all. Take it easy.
Thank you, Jackie. As our guest, you get to rate the calls on the boob scale, of course.
I love Jackie very much. Jackie, you're amazing. And but last time I was on the show, people hated me because I was yelling over the callers and stuff. And I do have some criticism. I believe Jackie was using a Bluetooth device to communicate. And when you call people, please take off speaker, hold the phone up to your ear and your mouth, and no Bluetooth device.
I think he should have done us the courtesy of a landline, you know?
Always, if you're calling into a show, landline is always preferred.
Yeah, copper
That being
only.
said, please don't take it personal, Jackie. You know I love you. You're one of my favorites. The thing I remember where I was like, I bought into the hype and I was wearing the shirts to school and I was wearing the merch and so hyped. And then I went to see it and I'm like, what the fuck was Dick Tracy? Like, I appreciate Dick Tracy now, but it's still not that great. You know what I mean? The Warren Beatty one.
There was a lot of hype for that, though. That coming off Batman, right? They thought they would have another big success, and it was like McDonald's toys, and just everywhere you went that summer, it was all Dick Tracy.
Yeah, and the logo was striking, and the shirts were at Kmart for cheap, like the Batman shirts were, and they had like the characters were cool. Yeah, and they you saw little glimpses of the characters and the makeup. And you're like, this is going to be the sickest movie, and then it was just like an old man movie. God damn it!
I think probably for me, it is what Jackie mentioned, which is the Super Mario Brothers movie. You know, growing up, loving the games, thinking, oh, cool, finally there's going to be like just the idea of there's going to be a big budget Hollywood movie of any video game, let alone a video game that I really love. That alone seemed crazy at the time. And then it was such a misfire and still sucks. Honestly, I rewatched it a couple of years ago. It's still no good. Unlike things like, I think Dick Tracy is fun if you watch it now, and I think also like Masters of the Universe is fun if you watch it now. But at the time, we all thought it was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was nothing like the video game, and it was, so it sucked. That's all. You wanted to be like the video game, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, I like Dennis Hopper, but as a replacement for Bowser, get out of town, man. Come on, I need a big lizard man.
Yeah, I need Goombas to be little tiny guys, not big monsters.
Yeah, but it's cool that those guys got a swing at a movie. What is it, like Godley and Cream? Is that who it was? It was like two like music video directors, right?
Yeah, they're from 10cc. They're geniuses. I love those guys.
So it's cool that they got a shot.
Yeah. And I give it 10 boobs, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Glad to hear.
That's pretty high.
Yeah. My answer to this is Spawn. I was hyped on the Spawn movie.
Oh, yeah.
I loved those comics. I loved Image as a kid. And then that movie came out and it was just atrocious. It was like not violent. I guess it was like somewhat violent, but not violent like the comic. And it was like, you know, all that terrible, like even at the time, like even when CG was like super new and like you could be won over by pretty much anything, it still looked like garbage. And like John Leguizamo, like he's just not the clown. Like he's silly, too silly. The whole thing was a terrible, terrible mistake.
The HBO cartoon was kind of fun though, right?
Yeah, that shit rules. That was very good. But we got another voicemail here. This is from our good buddy Travis.
Hey boys, it's your old pal Travis, still Music League champion so far. Just wanted to call in and hoping it's in time for the Chaki episode because I just wanted to give Chaki his flowers. The new music video is sick. And I can't wait for the new vinyl to arrive. I already ordered it. I hope everyone out there listening did as well. And if you haven't, you should right now. Chaki, I love you. You know that. You've been a musical mentor of mine since I was a little kid. And I love you forever, brother. And since you guys are talking Corey Feldman as well, I gotta say, one of my all-time favorite memories ever is being with Sean and Parker, and we got to see the Feldman live in concert with his Angels, and I got Feldman to recognize Parker, and like call him out from stage. So witnessing all of that happening was an amazing night and one I'll never forget. And yeah, love you boys, love the show, love the music. Smell you later. Hail Guar.
Hail Guar. Thank you for those very kind words, Travis. I love you so much. And yeah, 10 boobs for that one. That show, that Feldman show you guys went to with Travis was during the era that this documentary was being filmed, right?
I was expecting to see us on screen because a couple of the shows look exactly like the show that we went to. I don't think that the actual show that we went to is here, but I think maybe the show before the one that we went to is represented.
Yeah, it's definitely in that 10-city tour that this is focused on, that show you went to.
Yeah, we went to like the Canyon Club, I think, right? Is that where it was?
The place in Agora Hills? Yeah.
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 Which is very close to the Feld Mansion, by the way. He lives in Calabasas. So.
Yeah, so that makes sense. And I think they showed like the San Luis Obispo show maybe or something like that. San Juan Capistrano, one of the Sands.
Yeah, they showed that one. Yeah, I think the one we went to was like kind of the kickoff to what would become this tour, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was a little surprised. Like, yeah, when they went to we'll talk about it, but yeah, when they show footage from the San Juan Capistrano show, for a minute I thought it was our show, but then I remembered that I went to that venue for a different show and I was disappointed. But yeah,
all right, play the next voicemail. Here we go.
That's all the voicemails.
Oh
man.
Thanks.
So yeah. But thank you, Travis.
Yeah, thanks, Travis. And hey, congrats to Travis though on his standing as, I think, the final JFD Music League champion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, impressive stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard to win these leagues, people. Oh, those of you who aren't in the league, it's hard to win these leagues. So Travis deserves his flowers.
It is very hard. The new league that we're doing, which is only 7 people, I'm still having trouble winning this fucking thing. These things are too hard.
Can I suggest Pennywise, a band that I like?
I will probably pick Pennywise at some point if I
Just
haven't
don't pick
already.
Pound Foolish.
Okay, you got a deal. Well, that does it for the voicemails. If you want to send us one, please do so. 347-746-JUNK. That's 347-746-5865. I think next week's a Kevin week, so if you like talking to Kevin, call in. If you got something you want to say to him, if you want to accuse him of doing Israeli war crimes, he will be here.
If it would have just been another nipple torture scene, I would have been furious.
Look, he chose to live in Tel Aviv, okay? He made that choice as an adult.
Yeah. Or go to facebook.com/junkfoodinner and hit the call now button. You can do that as well. We are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about Corey Feldman versus the world. So stick around.
Tired of only hearing your junk food dinner hosts talk to you? You want to start talking to them? Then pick up your Zach Morris-like cellular phone and dial 347-746-JUNK. That's 347-746-5865. Leave us a message about the movies we've talked about. Did we give a good review to a movie you think sucks? Did we take a crap on your favorite movie? Let us know. Or call in to suggest a movie, or tell us why you hate LeBron James. Remember to leave a name and the city you represent when you call. We're very lonely, and rarely hear the voices of other humans.
So dial this number now if you dare. Tell them that it sent you.
Alright. If everything goes right, a solo light comes on me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A lot of people think, well, he had all these big movies in the 80s, and that was like his hot point, and now it's just kind of, him trying to stay in the limelight.
Come on, guys, let's not spend all night in front of these lights.
Look, this project is about to be like the biggest thing in the world.
I never played electric bass in my life, so...
If you're for the dark side, and you're a Satanist or a cultist, and you want to sit there and be dismissive about my art or what I do...
It really is the worst album of the year.
Let's put it very simply. I'm a light worker.
We're sweating and hot on a bus, dude!
I spread positive messages. I spread love and light.
Corey's Angels, which is really a cult. His little system of just disgusting behavior.
This cult, I love it. I'm all about it then if it's a cult.
Corey, you're going down and you don't even see it.
Like, you don't have proof?
No! What does the contract say?
I'm drawing a line in the sand. That is what God told me to do. He used those words specifically.
It frightened the girls so much.
Why are you sitting down talking to me? Why aren't you sitting down with the police right now?
He's basically just a walking target.
I'm sorry, it's not a Lolita costume, it's an angel costume. It makes you look beautiful. Do you ever feel like a Lolita wearing your costume, dear?
No, I don't even know what a Lolita is.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Welcome back to Junk Food Supper. Excuse me, I'm talking over here. The next Schlitzie, right? Am I doing this right?
Yep, that's what you're supposed to say.
The next Schlitzie that we're the only Schlitzie we're talking about tonight is a 2025 documentary directed by Marcy Hume called Corey Feldman versus the World. This is a documentary about Corey Feldman and a little slice of life of what he was doing in his time post the viral Today Show performance that he made. So he put this band together, Corey's Angels, and it was all women, and they dressed up like angels, and they went on the Today Show to perform. And people thought it went kind of viral because people thought it was like kind of terrible and like a joke, and like he was so embarrassing and silly and cringy. It's what the kids are calling cringe humor. So he used the momentum of this viral phenomenon, and he decided to go on tour and try to, make this into something, make some money off of this viral video that was going around of Corey. And we get to see the inner workings of Corey's business life, his home life, his love life. and his just the inside of his brain. Like, it is a very revealing documentary. I'm very impressed by director Marcy Hume and how she was able to embed himself into his life. Eventually, seems that things soured. And she only got to spend so much time with him, but it seems like an appropriate amount of time to really tell quite a fascinating story. And it's sad, it's funny, it's cringy, it's infuriating at times. But what did you guys think of Corey Feldman versus the World?
Well, I obviously loved Corey Feldman versus the World. I've been wanting to
because you love Corey Feldman.
I love Corey Feldman. I stand by him no matter what.
I was thinking of you, like when there's that scene towards the end where Feldman is meeting all of his super fans and they're, shaken to tears to meet their idol. A, what did they think when they saw this? And B, what did you think when you saw this? Did this shatter your image of this man?
I was watching this, and when he is like insisting that like all the angels stay on the tour bus and don't go eat or take showers, while he meets with the fans and like they have to do absolutely nothing, and he's like yelling at them about it. I was thinking like, it's going to be really hard to stay in character and pretend that I love Corey Feldman while we talk about this.
Yeah. The wheels kind of fall apart at like he's hard to be, he's hard to have sympathy for, and I want to like him. And the little piece of me is rooting for him, but he is a bad person who does this to himself. And the wheels start to fall off after a while, because then you see, he is controlling these women. He is sex trafficking women. It's like you start to see it and it's like, okay, there's like no defending this at all. It's very hard to have sympathy for him once you see that stuff.
Yeah.
But also this documentary is kind of like the perfect vehicle to illustrate what he's doing to these women, because it is framed within the context of he was abused, and I think he probably was abused, and I don't think that he's lying about that part. And so you do kind of have that whole, like hurt people sort of angle to this, where it's like you can see potentially the genesis of this behavior,
Yeah, but you have to end the cycle, and he's with it enough to know to not that this is he's a grifter when it's all said and done, right? And we're watching the Corey Feldman grift before us. He's trying to sell, like any cult leader. He's not a cult leader. He doesn't have the skills to be a cult leader. He wants to be, though. He's trying to sell this, like, I just bring happiness and love and light to people. And he does. You see, people are very happy to be around Corey. You know what I mean? Like, there's one fat drunk dude who's just crying, who loves him so much. And he's like, it's fucking Corey Feldman, man. At that Irish bar. First of all, that Irish bar show, guys. Come on.
I felt bad for the lady running that gig.
That footage is out. That footage is amazing. He's playing very small venues on this tour. But he says at one point, he's showing pictures of himself when he's in the Bad News Bears and on Cheers and shit. And he's like, you know what? This was a bad time because I was a slave. I was locked in my room and I wasn't able to eat. Fucking 20 minutes later, he's doing the same thing to his band leader on a sweaty tour bus. Yeah. So yeah, it's quite amazing foot. I think this is like a very, very good documentary.
Before we get into what Bowman thinks about this documentary, because that is what I need to know. That's what I want to know more than anything in the world, is what Bowman thought of this documentary.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
I just want to establish, do we all agree that the documentary is on the level? Meaning, we don't think that this is some sort of, on either side, either like a weird hit piece against Feldman that is somehow unfounded, or is this potentially some sort of Feldman performance piece where like he is fully, understanding how he comes off here? I think no. I think that this is a on the level documentary. I think Feldman has maybe some understanding of the fact that he's a goof and a lot of people see him as a goof, but like if the alternative is like stay home and not make any money, he's willing to go out there and be a goof for money. But I do think that this is a legit doc, right? This is not like a hoax or a prank.
Yeah, this is for sure real.
Yeah, and I think Marcy Hume, the director, was very smart about how she made this movie. She presented it with, here's the series of events that happened. There's no talking heads in it or narrators trying to explain this happened. It is just the people involved at the time talking about what's happening. And you can't edit this. I mean, it is what it is. It's, and that's what makes it so beautiful too. So I'm with you. It is super on the level, and she's a smart filmmaker.
She's got a background as a documentarian. I think there's some fairly well-known documentary that she made about a relay race, like a foot race that I had heard of, that people liked this documentary that she made. So it doesn't seem like this is some, like somebody from the comedy world coming in and just making a weird thing.
No, Corey liked that Corey liked that documentary, and that's why he gave her access.
I didn't know. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, okay, you're a real filmmaker. I'm going to grant you complete access. Like, she got to live in the house for a couple months and stuff.
So as long as we all agree then that this is on the level.
Yeah.
What did you think, Bowman?
I mean, it is, I love Feldman. His art was very formative to me, and I still like him as a very interesting pop culture curiosity.
You loved his 900 number.
I loved the 900 number, of course. But yeah, seeing that, and there's been whispers about Feldman and like the Angels and him being like a weird pimp almost, like running a cult, and like those Vice stories that are talked about in this documentary, like came out a few years ago about like his weird sex parties and all this kind of stuff. And it's like,
and you knew all of this when you forced Travis and I to accompany you to that show.
No, I think that was after we went to the show. We didn't know about that stuff.
All right, fair. Okay, fair. So yeah, you were blissfully unaware.
Yeah. Also, I saw you dancing. I remember you dancing.
I'm up to Cry Little Sister, of course, man.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? The Lost Boys song? We all like that song.
That scene of them practicing the a cappella harmonies to that is like the craziest shit.
So in my memory, Bowman, did we have like an actual singer for that song when we saw him? And like, did he pull out like, oh, here's a guy that can sing instead of me for this one song?
No, I think it was him. I think
was
maybe
it really him? Because I remember enjoying the tune, but I don't know how I could have given what I've seen in this documentary.
I think he might have had, what's his name? Jameson Newlander, the other Frog brother. I think he might have come on stage for it, maybe. So maybe he's really good at singing.
Certainly a qualified singer.
Yeah. So like in light of all this stuff, and especially in light of stuff in the documentary, it is hard to even, as half ironically as I do, like, proclaim that I love Corey Feldman unconditionally, because he's objectively pretty garbage. So like, on one hand, I'm like kind of upset that I've seen this and that I don't have plausible deniability anymore. And like on the other hand, it's like a really good documentary. Like it's fascinating that Cory would even like let this happen, because he is such a control freak. I mean, this is the same guy who stood on a chair when we met him because he was upset that we were taller than him.
Yeah, couldn't take a photo with him, with Bowman towering over him. Gotta get him up on that little folding chair.
He's put out a number of cease and desists for this movie. He doesn't want this out there, and she's fought them all, and she's allowed to put it out. So he doesn't want it out there. He hates this movie.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense, because
it's dark. It's the dark media after him. This movie.
I got to imagine that it's destroyed his friendship with that guy Phil that we see very briefly in like one shot at the end, waving at the camera, because he's listed as a producer.
There's a great number of the cast of characters you meet in this movie. I want to just give a shout out to there's an Irish bar owner. She's very happy to have Cory come over, and all the drunk friends. The band members are amazing, and there's a running theme throughout the movie is that he's losing all these band members. And it's very fun to watch. It's
like
Spinal
Tap-esque.
Yeah. There's Wade, the bus driver, who fucking hates Cory. Like, he's just like, I don't want to be here. And then Brandon, we've never met Cory's brother before, Eden. So we meet him too.
Yeah.
And there's also a running theme of paranoia. Just Cory is so paranoid. And I'm sure he's had a lot of people fuck with him and try to use him for things in his life. So he probably has a justified, but his paranoia is off the hook. He thinks there's Satanists all around him. He thinks Marilyn Manson's after him all the time.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary, crazy stuff, man. And he gets into like real like matches. So I want to know, Sean, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Michael Jackson stuff? How he acts so much like him. He tries to look like him. What about that? What's going on there?
Well, I mean, clearly, and I don't want to make light of any of it because it sucks that like dude was abused, but it seems pretty clear, right, that he was probably abused by Michael Jackson, or even if it wasn't, even if Homeboy wasn't like raped by Michael Jackson, something went down that didn't make him feel comfortable, and I don't know. He's obviously trying to exercise those demons. I think it's a similar thing with his, frankly, what seems to be performative interest in women, where it's like maybe he's trying to cover up for, some experiences he's had in his past that he has confusing feelings about. You know what I mean? Where it's like, let's go out and be a fuck beast or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, he does admit that he at least watched pornography with Michael Jackson, which is very strange. But like, I feel like that might be the kind of thing where it's like, by pretending to be Michael Jackson, you kind of like reclaim some sort of ownership of yourself or something like that. Like I'm sure like psychology people would have a lot to say about this. Like,
yeah, I mean, it would be nothing if the guy did it for a year or 2 or even 5 years when Michael Jackson was alive and relevant. But the fact that he's still dressing up like Michael Jackson after all of this, it's like, well, okay, then clearly there's something going on here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Sigmund Freud to see that there's an issue going on here. But
this is like that time that Kevin stopped doing the show, so I started dressing like him. It's a lot like that, I think. Like, just so like it seemed like he was still here in the show.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that's how I dealt with the trauma.
Yeah,
I get it.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I get it. There are a lot of laughs in this movie, and they come from it's genuine laughs because they come from a place where you guys saw the show. Is he trying to be funny or is it all serious? No. Okay.
He seemed kind of upset that people were goofing on it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think that he has a humorous bone in his body. Like, or at least
I think you're right.
At least when it comes to himself, like,
I agree.
Like he really thinks that going up there on his little scooter is like
the
super
Segway
cool.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like, we meet his band, and their music is a big part of this movie. There's a lot of music, a lot of rehearsal footage, which is great.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So good. And he has a band leader, and all these people are from the Valley, and they all look like they're from the Valley. And I'm from the Valley, so I get it. He's a Valley guy. And what was I going to say? It was, all these people you meet in his band, they don't know how to play their instruments. Like, they're like, I've never played the bass before. I've never played in front of people. This is who he's hiring to take on tour with him. Then he wonders
got that
why
one
people.
Guitar player later on, Angel. She was all right, and maybe better than her guitar playing though, or the facial expressions she was making when Cory was trying to sing.
Yeah,
but
and she's now in the Iron Maidens.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah,
but for the most part, it was like, I've never played music before, but Cory says that I've got, cute eyes or whatever. So
and if he put together like a sick band, he might be able to like do something. You know what I mean? Like Tom Sandoval from Vanderpump Rules could go on tour with his band because they like know how to play music.
Do we know anything about the current all-male Corey Feldman review? Maybe these are, some real shredders up there with him.
There's a podcast that's all devoted to Corey Feldman. Do you know about this, Parker?
No, but I should.
It's called like Jim and Them podcast. Yeah, in my research for this movie, I've like learned about this podcast. It just every episode's about dissecting Corey's life and shitting on him. So I think they've been reviewing his latest shows. If you guys do want to check that out, I haven't watched any of it though. What do you think about the Michael Jackson dancing, Parker? Do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, it's confusing. It was confusing at the time when he did it in the Dream a Little Dream movies and, you know, stuff like that.
And on the Howard Stern show with What's Up with the Youth.
Yeah. And it's confusing now, even more confusing now. But yeah, I mean that might be the least weird thing that he's up to.
Did you guys catch him in multiple scenes where he has more than one cigarette-shaped vape pen?
Well, that's the real star of the movie is Corey's cigarette-shaped vape pen.
I think hopefully they got a little money for that product placement, right?
He should sell those at the merch table. I would buy.
I mean, he was just, you know, straight up to the dome with these things the entire runtime. I don't think there's a single scene in this where he's not just vaping his ass off.
Yeah. What do you? That's a nicotine vape, right?
I think so. Right? Looked like it. I would imagine.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it must be because he's. I mean, well, unless he's like California sober, but he's sober, so it must be nicotine.
Yeah, it'd be weird if your weed vape was cigarette shaped.
Corey Feldman is not sober. Don't let him tell you that. Ever.
You're right.
He's such a liar. And I could tell. I have a personal story about this. I can tell you if you want, and I'll call him out. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. And this has to do with Marilyn Manson too. So I worked at a head shop on Ventura Boulevard in Topanga. I think it's still there. It's called Dementia in Woodland Hills, and I worked there in the early 2000s. And Corey Feldman would come in every day and buy a shit ton of Whippets. Like he would buy us all out of Whippets, like of the little canister, like the little fucking whipped cream canisters, you know? And we'd have to keep getting more and more for Corey Feldman. And I asked him to sign my Goonies VHS and he didn't do it. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm selling you Whippets every day. Whatever. So we listened to this was, you know, when Howard Stern show was on FM radio, and we listened to Howard every day in the store. And Corey was on Howard one day and he was talking about how sober he was. I'm sober. So we're like, what the fuck? You're doing Whippets every day. We're selling them to you. So that's when I learned not to believe Corey Feldman when he said he's sober. Now it turns out he was going to Marilyn Manson's mansion, which was up the road, and doing Whippets with Leif Garrett, the 70s star.
Okay.
every day. And Marilyn Manson was secretly filming them and then showing he'd have these parties that Corey wasn't invited to and then show the videos of Corey fucked up on Whippets to everyone. They'd all laugh at him. And that came out. And it's like, first of all, that's bullying. Marilyn Manson's a bully for doing that. And that's why Corey's so fucked up about Marilyn Manson. So that's the story.
Interesting. I had never heard that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Which it's again, like he's justified to be paranoid about him. He was secretly taping him, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, you know, the Satanism thing aside, it has been proven Marilyn Manson probably a pretty bad guy. Probably done some gross things to some women. So
right. And worse maybe than Corey. But yeah, so it's fucked up. Corey and his wife, we meet his wife a lot in this movie. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Parker?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I do like how Marilyn Manson hangs out with people ironically. Like, I think that's it's a weird behavior, but I like it.
Yeah,
it's
kind of like collecting like lame celebrities, you know? It's like, I got a Leif Garrett and a Feldman? Wow.
Yeah. They're like Pokemon for him. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what were you going to say?
I want to know what you guys think about the wife is like a big part of this thing.
The wife who he met at the Playboy Mansion, at a party at the Playboy Mansion in what I could only assume are its like dying days when it was probably just Feldman and Hefner there, I'm guessing. And, you know, like the distant odor of parties past. But, you know, it's appropriate, right? Because I think the guy has been kind of recreating that Playboy Mansion vibe for his life ever since the place closed.
Mm-hmm. He
Yeah.
calls his
Well, I
house
mean,
the Feld Mansion. That's what
Oh
he
yeah,
calls
there
it.
you go. Yeah, I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that. It makes perfect sense.
And I mean, once again, I mean, I don't know anything about Hugh Hefner or whatever, but like, I'm sure Feldman being super famous when he was 7 and doing drugs when he was that age, like he was probably at the Playboy Mansion, like at that age, doing all kinds of like weird things that he shouldn't have been doing. So much like the Michael Jackson thing, like that Hugh Hefner thing probably just imprinted upon him, which is why he's still living that out and like reliving that trauma. Like, not, you know, to get all psychology 101, but like you see like this documentary like brings about those cycles and like shows us those cycles like very clearly. Like it's pretty fascinating.
Although I do think if the Playboy Mansion does have any license to drive posters on their wall, they're probably framed and not just like poorly tacked, you know, in a crooked
It is
fashion.
absolutely insane that he has that Pink Floyd poster that everybody has that you get for $7.99 at Spencer's, framed, and his own movie posters are just taped up to the fucking wall next to a Street Fighter 2 cabinet. Like, it is crazy.
Yeah, I think he bought that Pink Floyd poster at my head shop when he was buying Whippets.
Probably did, yeah. It's something only a sober person would purchase.
No, that's why he's telling the camera multiple times in this movie. He asks fans to party with him on the bus, and then he makes Marcy shut off the camera. She's filming this herself, and they're doing drugs, Parker. I'm sorry to break it to you. That's why he says shut off the camera.
Is it drugs, or is it that he's putting it in on these ladies?
No, that takes hours. That takes a lot of drugging.
It could just be he doesn't want to get cucked on camera.
That's true.
Yeah.
So here's something that I noticed. If you search this movie title on Google, if you just search Corey Feldman versus the World, the very first thing that comes up before any actual search results is a big highlighted summary that just says, in the December 2025 documentary, Corey Feldman versus the World, Feldman alleged that Corey Haim had sexually molested him during the time they were acting in the 1987 film The Lost Boys, with Haim also informing Feldman that Sheen told him it was acceptable.
He says that in the movie.
He says it in the movie, yeah. It's crazy that like that's the only thing. Like, it's not like, oh, hey, this is a documentary and here's one of the things. Like, that's the only thing that the summary says is this one sentence, which is, I think, a pretty big revelation that is kind of like buried in this movie. Like, he kind of mentions it in an offhand way in a scene that's, I don't know, I feel like they didn't follow up on it or anything. It's just said once and then we move on. But what do you guys think about that claim?
Yeah, that is huge. That's fucking huge. He says, yeah, Corey Haim molested me. Okay, please don't make that a drop. But he says that, and then, but also I think it's pretty big revelation when it's like, okay, confirmed he is like using some of these women to traffic. Like, he's like, just get on the bus with us. Just get on right now. Like, pressuring a young woman to get on the bus with them and just travel across state lines. And the ex-girlfriend, who like gets very revealing at the end, Darcy, who is their the girlfriend to the wife and Courtney and Cory. It's like, I feel like that's all big revelations. It's like tangible evidence of crimes. And also,
do you believe him though?
Oh, about Corey Haim?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Like, his whole thing is trying to obfuscate the fucking truth, you know? Like, I don't believe anything he says, really.
I feel like if that was really what went down, would you then go on stage every night and sing, you know, the Lost Boys theme song? It feels like you would maybe try to bury that part of your life, or at least not celebrate it in public, you know?
I think he's very confused, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think we see that he deeply carries problematic people with him, like Michael Jackson and Hugh Hefner and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, like,
oh, Hugh Hefner's problematic now. You're taking away my heroes now.
But yeah, it is a weird claim because he made the movie "The Rape of Two Corys," My Truth, which they talk about at the very end of this movie. Yeah, which is all about like him basically almost to tell all without telling anything at all, because it's a terrible fucking movie and it was a cash grab thing that he scammed people out of their money for. But like, yeah, he talks about what's his face, the guy from like, who was it, Return of the Living Dead or whichever, or no, the guy from Jason Part 5 who molested them, and he talks about the Charlie Sheen stuff, but he doesn't, allege that Corey Haim did anything to him in that movie. And like, I feel like that would have been the time to bring this up rather than just sort of like offhand backstage after a show in Tulsa, Oklahoma or whatever. Like, it is a very weird thing, like, to just bring it up offhandedly and then this documentary kind of doesn't do anything with it. Like, it's very strange.
Yeah. He handles this information in this part of his life because the Me Too stuff is kind of happening at the same time as the tour, like the Harvey Weinstein stuff. So he's like kind of having a little bit of a personal reckoning. He's handling it the worst possible, most clumsiest way you could handle it. Like, oh, I'm going to make a pay-per-view movie out of it, and I'm not going to name names, but I am going to name names, and blah, blah, blah. And like, he's being very ungraceful about this shitty stuff. You know what I mean? And that's what's so fucking frustrating about him, is that he could be a good person who handles things cool and is a nice guy and is a good actor and fucking maybe has a band on the side. But no, he just handles it all fucking wrong, dude. He does everything wrong, and it's so frustrating to see. God damn you, Corey.
I mean, and it's nothing new. It goes all the way back to those head shop days when he wouldn't sign your Goonies videotape.
It goes back to Howard Stern, What's Up with the Youth? Like, it's the same guy. Like, he has not evolved one fucking bit, you know? And it's just frustrating because...
Well, and actually, honestly, there's kind of a replay of your head shop days moment here in the movie. Maybe my favorite guy in this documentary is the please sign my Comic-Con book guy who like kind of just appears out of nowhere from like behind a bush as Corey Feldman's walking by. He's got a book from Comic-Con. I guess there's a Comic-Con in town. I don't think it has anything to do with Feldman, but he's like, will you sign this? And Feldman just like keeps walking.
Yeah.
It's great.
Dickhead, dude.
Very rude stuff.
Eddie Deason would sign that.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we don't talk about problematic people.
Hey, he came back though. He talks about it. He admits it. Why am I defending Eddie Deason?
It seems like Eddie Deason has turned a new leaf, and I do want to say congrats to him.
And I'm not going to defend Eddie Deason on this show. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought him up.
Well,
I'll defend him. I saw him at a horror convention in Fresno last summer, and he looked nice. I didn't talk to him, but he looked nice. That's what I'll say about Eddie Deason.
Yeah, and I think he just made an appearance on our Discord, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. Oh, that's right. He did. You know, Corey Feldman could take a couple life lessons from Eddie Deason. You know, face your demons and just be nice to people. Be a good person. Do good work. Do good work, for Christ's sake. Don't half-ass your fucking music show, you know? Jesus Christ.
Now, did you guys feel like this documentary lost maybe just a little bit of credibility when they cut to the Joe Rogan podcast to make a point?
Yeah. That part had me on Corey's side real early because, they show like the Today Show footage. And then to get like the internet reaction, quote unquote, of that footage, they cut to like Joe Rogan and then like I think like Theo Vaughn or some other fucking dipshit.
You know who they cut to? It was like a fucking jump scare. It was fucking Anthony Cumia, who I never want to see on my screen. I never want to see that motherfucker on my TV screen.
Who's that?
From Opie and Anthony.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Openly racist guy.
Yeah, dude,
and a pet PDF file. So we don't want to see that guy. But no, look, it shows the gravity in which Rogan, the number one podcast in the world, was talking about Corey Feldman. That is showing the gravity of like how viral it went. That's all.
And it was just brief, and they didn't come back and try
and then you see that ghoul
points.
Anthony Fantano talking about it too. Jesus Christ, that guy.
I thought we were going to see Tony Hinchcliffe next.
Yeah, I think this is a really good documentary. It like really like is fly on the wall. Like it does resist including the director as a character, which I love, and it does resist doing a lot of talking head stuff, which I also love. Like it's like a real old school documentary. But I think it's a success, and it's also fun to watch Corey Feldman. But I do think that there's a fatal flaw in this movie, which is that the story gets really, really interesting in the last 10 seconds of the movie. Like, because like Feldman and his wife break up with Darcy, and then she starts spilling her guts about everything. The one guitarist leaves, and it's decided that Corey Feldman owes her like $10,000 or whatever. they get divorced, him and his wife. He does that scam for his documentary and like scams his fans out of like millions of dollars and then doesn't even show the movie. I don't even think you can get that movie anywhere legally. And then like it doesn't go into that stuff. Like I feel like that stuff is kind of like needs to be explored in this movie. Like, I mean, I do like the fly on the wall stuff of the tour, but like that stuff is all very important. And they basically just do like a text on screen epilogue stuff for like all that stuff, which it feels like a mistake to me.
I love it because it's and I guess it helps to know about the context of how she filmed it is that's when he said, "You're not allowed in my life anymore. Get out of my life."
That makes sense.
After that night. But to me, it showed like it ends. So we'll talk about the ending. If you don't want to hear the ending, it ends with him doing that scam with was it the Rape of Two Corys? Was it that movie?
Yeah.
Doing that scam in the theater where he's like on the phone with someone going like, "What? We're being hacked in real time." And he's like being a terrible actor.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to credit and it's like, it tells in what it was just speaks to what Sean and I were just saying that like the grift never ends. It's been going on since What's Up with Youth, fucking 40 years ago or whatever. And like, and like, it's just the Feldman grift never ends. It's either going to be a tour with all angels. It's going to be a pay-per-view event. It's going to, now I'm in a divorce. So now I have to pay for this. So now I got to do this fucking scam instead of just like going out and doing good work and like getting good roles and figuring that piece of out that he could have done,
Yeah, and without the footage, I mean, they're kind of limited on what they could do. I mean, you could continue the story with a series of text screens, but I think at that point you might as well just reprint the letters that I wrote to Frankenstein Mobster.
That's a good point. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think if you jump in any 6 months of Corey's life, you're going to have a fucking good movie. You know what I mean? Right now, it's probably crazier than ever.
That's a good point. Yeah, it does not touch upon him going out on tour with Fred Durst for whatever reason. That would have been a good documentary as well. But yeah, all right. Yeah, you guys are right. It's sort of like a Tony Soprano just cut to black sort of an ending. I get it.
I will say that there was one thing about the ending that struck me as kind of strange. There's that beat where, this girl Darcy, who had been, I guess, the girlfriend to both Feldman and his wife was her role. She leaves the fold and then she comes back into the picture to talk to the documentarian kind of about her experience. And there's this one shot where Darcy's going up the stairs and it's like the craziest upskirt shot I've ever seen in a documentary. They're just showing her ass. She's wearing like a tiny little black thong. I don't know why we had that in this doc. It didn't seem necessary. Like I don't think she's talking during it. I think they overlay this shot, over other footage where she is talking, I don't know, strange choice by the filmmaker to show me Darcy's ass right there at the end. But all right.
Cinema verite, baby. You got to show everything.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Unless Corey tells you to ixnay on the Amrique.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah. On the whole, yeah. And I also, thought this was a pretty revealing look at a guy that we've all known so well for all these years. So I feel like this is kind of must watch for the JFD audience, JFS audience as well.
That's official.
Yeah.
Chaki Cory picks canon films or films that can make it into the JFD canon. It's official. There it is.
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, yeah, if you're one of the people who've watched along with every movie we've ever done, you've probably seen at least 25 Corey Feldman movies. So you probably need to see this.
Yeah. Although after seeing this, I am bummed out that we didn't get that bus invite, when we met him backstage.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't take us around for the entire weekend from town to town.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, what a piece of crap.
Well, he's the comeback king, so when he comes back, you guys just go out. Go for it again.
I don't think he's going to be doing any tours for a while. But I will be there when he does.
Wait, why? He's on tour right now. What are you talking about?
Is he on tour right now?
he's playing shows and stuff. Yeah.
I thought that the Fred Durst tour was like the last thing he did. And he like
really?
called it quits or something.
Well, we'll have to wait for
you're
the
right.
next
He's on
movie.
tour right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who didn't tell me?
We got to get on that bus, bro.
All right, shit. I'm going to be going to the tour. He's doing all
I'll bring the whippets. You bring the black dildos that they found in the house, and then we'll go on that bus.
Okay, I'm in. Oh, on his website, he has a section all about remembering Corey Haim, so that's nice.
Oh, that's
nice and
sweet.
I mean,
they should have like a graveyard with all the ex-band members, and then you like click on a grave and get their story.
I would like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's just doing a Stand By Me tour right now.
What does that mean?
Him and Jerry O'Connell and Will Wheaton are on tour, like talking about Stand By Me.
Oh, so they're just taking stage time away from comedians?
Everyone's doing these tours now where they just talk and they take Q&A questions.
Steve-O or
and
a former wrestler.
There's that Twin Peaks one too.
Yeah, exactly. And so I don't want to hear them talk about Twin Peaks. And the Oscars are having Will Wheaton and Jerry on, and they didn't ask Corey to come on to remember Rob Reiner.
Yeah, that's rude.
And this is why he has this constant victim complex too, because this shit keeps happening to him.
Well, I mean, that is like kind of fucked up. I mean,
he wouldn't be able to keep it together up there. He would start dancing like Michael Jackson and shit on the Oscar stage, and they're like, "Oh, god damn it!" Like, so they're smart not to have him on.
Well, that is a good point. But they're going to be in Anaheim on the 27th. So
we should go to that. We should all go to that.
Yeah, I'll see you guys there.
We'll go. We'll have our reunion at Trader Sam's and then go see the show.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
His public relations specialist's email address is right here. So
is it Phil at CoreyFeldman.com?
Not anymore.
No, it's a very pretty lady.
We got to save. I could save her.
That was another part of this that was so funny. Corey Feldman was like, I saved these women, these young, talented, beautiful women who would have nothing else in life, who live in Hollywood. Like, they would just be destitute without me saving them, because Hollywood is, notoriously unfair to young, beautiful women, of course. They never get a shot in Hollywood. But anywho, what are we going to be watching next week, Sean? And how many young, beautiful women are going to be in the movie?
Well, I have been hard at work over here for the past, 120 seconds or so. While you guys were yapping, I was scanning Corey Feldman's filmography, desperately searching for anything that I could pick, as kind of a follow-up, as kind of a tie-in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't find anything that I wanted to watch on this man's filmography.
What about The Birthday, which our friend Jackson says is a legitimately good movie? Is that the name of it?
The Birthday?
The one that got shelved? Is that the?
I've never heard of this thing. It's shelved, but I can see it.
Yeah, it just got released last year.
It finally came out. Yeah, it finally came out.
Yeah, finally came out.
Yeah,
it's from 2004. I mean, we'll probably do that one day.
That is something. But I don't know. I think we should just go with Zabriskie Point, right? You like Death Valley. I like Death Valley. You like Antonioni. I like Antonioni. We should just do Zabriskie Point.
Oh,
does it have the Pink Floyd soundtrack or not? It does, right?
It should.
Dude, you just like Corey Feldman's trying to keep that Pink Floyd sound alive.
Yeah.
Zabriskie Point, dude. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
were you
Pink
influenced
Floyd
by
and
my
Stones and what's that?
Were you influenced by my photo that I posted in my Cory shirt that has the Antonioni poster on my wall in the background? Is that
what?
You know what? Subconsciously, it probably was the blow up in the background.
All right, I'm glad. Before every show from now on, I'm gonna post a picture of me standing in front of like all my De Palma posters and Hitchcocks and Linklaters and stuff just to try to influence your picks.
Yeah, well, stay away from the Beelzebub posters if you would, please.
It's hard to stay away from the Beelzebub posters in my house. There are so
you got so many.
Yep.
So yeah, that'll be it. 1970s Zabriskie Point. I think it's on HBO Max right now, maybe. But I know that some kind soul uploaded the full movie to YouTube, so it's easy to get.
All right, perfect. I'm excited. I like this guy. Sorry. Well, that's what's next 2 weeks from now, because next week we're going to be hanging out with Kevin and talking about Dragon Ball Superhero. That Bollywood version of Child's Play.
Maybe we'll be talking about Dragon Ball Super.
I can maybe be talked into doing one of the older Dragon Ball movies that probably needs less prep time for chronological purposes.
Yeah, don't make me watch 300 episodes of a TV series and multiple movies to get ready for this.
I don't think you need to know all that stuff. It's just like a fun action movie. It's like, you don't need to watch the first two Super Cops to enjoy the third Super Cop, It's just fun action. Maybe we'll do the live action one with Chai and Fat then. I'll think about it. We're doing some sort of Dragon Ball movie.
Why?
And then Kevin picked a movie about cats.
What? What is this next episode? This sounds crazy.
One of those three movies is a certified classic, and that's Papa Gudia.
Yeah.
The
Papa
Hindu,
is
the Hindu Chuck, young Chuck.
It sounds like you guys are trying to do a lot at once. You guys are trying to do too much. Look, if you want to make a good sundae, you got to use a few nuts. And sometimes those nuts are a little too bitter. And so you got to get rid of those nuts. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Is that from memory?
No, I wrote it down.
Okay, because that's really good if it was from memory.
That's a quote of Corey Feldman. And thanks for having me on, gentlemen. I love you guys. And I can't wait to listen to this Dragon Ball episode.
Thank you. Let the kids know again where they can buy the new album, where they can keep up.
Chaki.bandcamp.com. I half-ass it just like Corey Feldman does. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but it's still fun. It's a fun show, just like Corey's show is. Chaki.bandcamp.com. Thank you. Oh, can I shout out my other podcast real quick?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, I do a podcast where marijuana is a gateway drug to classic cinema. It's called Old Movies for Young Stoners. We watch old movies and we get stoned. Check that out.
Yeah, do check that out. Check out all this stuff. And is Friday Bandcamp Friday? Should people especially buy your record on Friday?
No.
Oh, was it last week?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay though. I don't care. Just get it. We gotta get rid of these things. They're fucking, my wife's yelling at me right now. I gotta filling up the house.
Well, I'll be getting one on Friday for Bandcamp Friday.
Thanks, buddy. I'll pay you back.
All right. That I think wraps up the whole show. Send us a voicemail, 347-746-JUNK, 347-746-5865. Go to the Patreon, patreon.com/junkfooddinner. We have literally hundreds of bonus episodes, most of which are about Twin Peaks, some of which feature my interview with Corey Feldman, although maybe I'm joking about that if Corey Feldman is listening. That's a joke for entertainment purposes only, but it's in there somewhere probably. So I guess that's everything. Find us in the Discord. Until next week, this is Parker for Sean and Chaki the Funk Wizard saying thanks for having fun.